This week's quick tip is brought to you by the letters C and the letters A, or as in CA or cyanoacrylate. Hi, I'm Dan. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, you found me. And welcome to this journey that I like to refer to sometimes as Therapy Woodworks. A little chaotic at time, but we're learning together. And that's what this channel is all about. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. Quick tip of the week. This week I'm working with some plexiglass, some acrylic plexiglass, building the vacuum system for the lathe over there. One of the things that I use on this, and like everybody uses, is this cyanoacrylate glue, CA glue. Crazy glue, super glue. You remember that guy, the old commercial there, that the guy bonded his helmet to the beam and held himself up?
Crazy fast, crazy glue.
I don't know if that was really because of the super glue, or he glued the helmet to his head, or he had Popeye arms, but man, that was kind of a cool commercial. Anyways. Oh, it's also brought to you by the guys that donated some of this plexiglass to me. I met him this week. He's a really great guy from Northern Glass. His name is Steven. And if you ever need a windshield replaced or any kind of glass work, he does some funky, cool glass work, commercial and industrial and residential stuff. Go see him here in Smithers. That's Northern Glass. Worked really good. Although his helpers are kind of a little bit shy. They poke their head out into the office once in a while when I got the camera out. To bond the plastics, the acrylics, the plexiglass, I'm using the CA glue, like I said. But part of the problem that I had was in gluing this piece, at one point I had to actually, I made the piece and then had this extra bit and I ended up breaking it off. So I got to glue it back together. So my question to myself was, and I did a little bit of research, do I actually need the accelerator? And the answer is no. So the accelerator is exactly what the accelerator's name implies, is that it just accelerates the drying time. So if you've got a finicky glue up where you want a little bit of time to manipulate your joints a little bit and you're prepared to hold on to them and clamp them, it works just as well. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. So the other thing that I've also found is that if the actual super glue gets exposed to the accelerator, it can kick off pretty quick. So that's one of my tips, is that never take the lids off of these things at the same time, because you can actually end up activating it and drying it very, very quickly. Well, the other tip, wear gloves. So here we go. I'm going to give this a whirl. Whoops, wrong piece. I almost made a mistake. Not the first time that ever happened. Dan making a mistake. We're just going to put the super glue without activator, and I'm going to have to sit here and hold it. Oh, and another quick tip. Unlike wood glue, like I love the smell of wood glue in the morning, don't smell this stuff. It can cause damage to your brain cells pretty quickly. So I cut this piece on the table saw, and you just need to put a thin little coat on here. Make sure it's completely covered. And again, no accelerator. And put some on that edge, because I want a little bit of time to actually manipulate the joint. So with the accelerator, this particular product says it's a 10-second dry time. And yeah, you know what, that might allow me enough time to manipulate it, but I'm prepared to sit here for 2 minutes so that I have the flexibility of manipulating the joint a little bit, getting everything lined up just the way I want it. And voila, so I'm just putting some clamping pressure with my fingers. Everything is aligned where I want it. So I get to sit here and tell you dirty jokes for 2 minutes while I clamp this on. I don't know any dirty jokes. Actually, I do. I was walking through a field one day and I noticed 2 white horses were romping and then they started rolling in the mud. Dirty joke. Just gonna ease off the pressure here just a little bit. And yeah, I glued my gloves to the piece, but that's okay. Better my gloves, voila, that's gonna hold. So I'm not gonna manipulate that or move it for a couple minutes and let it set up a little better. Here's a quick tip for the day. If you want some extra setup time with your super glue, don't use Accelerator. And just because I'm an all-around swell fella, and because I believe in giving double the tips, here's your second tip for the day. Acetone is really, really great for cleaning up those little marks and the glue residue that you leave. Because Dan is such a klutz with the glue, I get these little marks all over it. But all you have to do is just wipe it with the acetone, and the acetone actually kind of flows the plastic a little bit, but doesn't damage it. So there you go. There's your 2-Tip Tuesday. I should start that. 2-Tip Tuesday. I kind of like it.